guys, welcome back to a wonderful week with Prophetic Labrosco. And today I'm going to talk about covenant. I'm really excited about this episode. I don't know if you really watched my last week episode, but I'm going to talk about covenant today with Prophetic Labrosco. And before I go into the topic or the episode per se, we just released our daily spiritual movement book by Prince Wami. That's Prophetic Labrosco. So this book is out now. You can contact me on 0599 133 141 if you need a book. It talks about so many things. It opens your eye on spirituality and the way you can go forward and have your own spiritual breakthrough and spiritual guidance. So if you want this book, if you want to get this book, as I said earlier, contact me on 0599 133 141. Prophetic Labrosco. Thank you so much for having another wonderful conversation with me concerning covenant. But before I dive into covenant, or before I dive into the episode itself, I know covenant is about promise and guidance.
Yes.
Do you have anything to say about covenant itself?
We have type of covenants.
Okay.
We have family covenants. We have a spiritual covenant. And then we have relationship covenant. That's what you call the outside physical covenant. Fine. In all these covenants, they attain a certain degree of spiritualities.
Okay.
Right. So where there is no covenant, there wouldn't be a spirit.
Would you say covenant attracts spirits?
Because those people within the covenant are spirits.
Okay.
Because every day I keep saying that you are a spirit being experiencing a physical body. So covenant is a spiritual something.
Okay. I want to channel my focus on blood covenant. Let me create a scenario for you. Imagine someone is in a relationship and that person cuts themselves and they exchange blood as in the form of a blood covenant.
Good.
I want to know what does that entails and what are the spiritual impact of that.
Our God is great, mighty, and powerful once again, as I said. Spiritual covenant itself, what you call blood covenant, we call it spiritual covenant. Before you have a spiritual covenant, you should admit or accept that both spirits has accepted to join the spirit within the spiritual realm.
Oh, okay.
That's why when you have a blood covenant with somebody and the person dies, they come after you. No matter how they do the tradition for you, like when your husband is dead, there's a tradition or there's a ritual they do for you so that the dead will know that you people have pathways. This is not like that. He was in the living before you did that. And he's dead. So since he's dead, remember, as he's gone, he's still with you. Then that means you have tied something that shouldn't be tied in the physical, and the spiritual has accepted it. So in your generational, let's say in the next generation to come, you still meet that person again in a different form.
Oh,
yes. This is one of the secrets people don't know.
Oh, I see.
You come back again and you meet the person, but in a different form. Maybe as you were with him before, he was short.
Yeah.
He has a long face. But the next time you come across him again in your other life, you see him maybe taller. At first he was dark skinned, now he's fair. You understand? But you have that connection every time you meet that person. Because there was a blood covenant
that was made.
That was you did it some years, some AD 500 years ago. But you've forgotten. Because you can't attain the hand of God. So every part of the system has what we call the brain breed. This is spirituality, and we are going very deep when it comes to covenant. So I think you come another time we talk about
exactly. I'm gonna cut you short on that.
Yeah.
But prophets, there's one thing I also want to know. Do you think people underestimate the what we call like coitus, as in the sense of sex? Do you classify sex as a spiritual covenant? And if so,
if I have to start explaining that side of it for you, let's go this way for you to understand.
Okay.
We start with sex that the Creator created that should be valued. Is sex. So if you find yourself having sex in a car, you've cursed your generation. If you find yourself having sex at the beach, remember you have problem with the water bodies. You find yourself easing yourself outside on a water body or on the ground, like you are. Some of them say, I want air to blow my nyash. It will blow. Don't worry. The next time, when you start suffering, you will understand the blowing. Because I can't wake up and come to your house, go inside your room, in your hall, and just shit. So if you believe in the universe and nature, then you should believe in covenants.
That means you think people should have more respect for sex and how it's being, should I say seen, or how it's being performed?
Sex is good. Spiritually, sex is good. Spiritually, sex is not a sin. Spiritually, sex was meant, you see, out of all the enjoyments in the world, the best enjoyment is sex.
But if it's not being performed right, does it have an effect on you?
If it's not being performed right, it has a very huge effect on you because it's a secret.
So then if it's being performed, it should be in a secret.
In a secret place. Today, our hookup girls, most of them are into the hookup.
Yeah.
And into the hookup, they think they are being nasty or they are being naughty. We don't call it naughty. We call it attachment of what? Curses
to your life.
To your own life. Excuse me to say, how much is your body count? 30. You are happy. Do you know how many souls you've exchanged? So look at those people who behave like that. Look at their firstborns.
Prophet, would you say people should believe in soul ties? I don't know if you've heard of soul ties.
Yes.
They should believe in soul ties.
Because you are a living soul.
Okay.
What you are experiencing is a spirit and a body. So if you're a soul and you don't believe in soul ties, then you yourself.
Okay.
Didn't you listen to the word? I don't know if you understand.
I do understand.
But everything you do here, make sure there is a covenant against it. In the covenant, we have protection. If you want protection, there's a covenant between you and a spirit.
Okay, Prophet. If somebody, right, has already have sex with several people, and there have been like soul ties involved, like exchange of body fluids and like extra everything relating into spirituality, how can that person break such form of curse?
It's easy.
Is there any herbal process?
It's easy.
Okay. Please, can you give me one?
What is a product? Let's say, what do you produce out of sex? Kids.
Yeah.
You understand? So when I say sex is good for people who enjoy it more, and people who also bring their dick out and pour the sperms on the ground or clean it. They should also remember theirs is coming.
So it's a different case.
Yeah, tufrim.
That one is that if you
then why don't you pour it inside? Then she will find a way to bring it out as what? Toxic from the system. That's why we have what we call free period. But even before we get a free period, they are fucking the period. They don't know its implications.
Okay. I want to get
Oh,
to
no
that.
problem, no problem. You watch it small, watch it small and come.
So I want to know, like, so people who are pulling out and people who are having sex with like various people, herbally, what will you direct them to do in order to cleanse them?
Okay, that's why I came by telling you it's easy, but remember, because you didn't do the right thing from the beginning, it becomes difficult.
Yeah.
So you need sacrifice.
What form of sacrifice?
We have type of sacrifice. We have the spiritual sacrifice, the soul sacrifice, and the body sacrifice. So you have wronged the body in the physical, so it has affected the spirit, and the soul is suffering for it. That's why things are not moving well for you. People are in hookup, buying cars, houses. You are in hookup since I know you. You can't even afford for a bicycle. You think those people who are climbing up are just there? We have medication for sex. Yes, sex is a spirit, it's a secret, it's a god. Pussy is a god, excuse me, mind my language. Vagina is a god. And every man born of a woman worships that God. Whether you like it or not, you will worship that God.
So herbally, I'm more concerned about solving it. Herbally, can you give me like one thing I could buy, some stuffs I could bath with, what I could
We have
do?
something we call it this one goes to the woman. We call it witch back.
Witch back.
Or if you can't get witch back, maybe it's very difficult for get mango. You see, we have some of the women, they have had sex, the way their vagina are open. Even the hotel should forgive us. I'm giving that one for free.
Okay.
They should look for mango. You see the mango, the body of the mango. You see the mango tree, it has a body on it.
Yeah.
They should look for that one. And call me on 0598 1498
Okay, Prophet, please can you repeat it?
0598 1498 18.
Okay.
But you should do spiritual cleansing every time of your life. After sex, spiritual cleansing. You understand? Sex, we have people who were born with higher hormones. So for them, you don't blame them. If you are lower hormones and you go and marry a higher hormones, then you have a problem. It's just like you marry a wet woman and they don't get tired in bed. You understand? So it depends. But the sex itself, you see somebody having sex, then you are watching. Have you experienced that one before?
Okay,
you are watching somebody having sex. What happens to you? If you want to know the spiritual side of it, you are watching somebody having sex. What happens to you?
You get aroused.
So is that not a spiritual something that should be hidden between two people?
Two people, yeah, exactly.
Yes. Anything that someone can do for you to have that feeling is a spiritual connection.
Okay.
And the universe is aware.
All right. Prophet, I want to keep this short and I want to keep this brief. So I'm going to ask you one last question and I think I'm done with you for this week and we're going to schedule another section for next week. Prophet, people who are in a relationship or men who have sex with women in their period, what are the...
It's not good. It's not good. It brings you bad luck.
Okay.
You understand? Sometimes, if the woman is aware that you have a problem, because blood is something that is so strong to extend that it does a whole lot.
Right.
You can ask her permission to have sex with her, but that kind of sex, we call it prayer. In that moment, she is powerful than even the spirits, that so-called spirits some of us worship.
Oh, okay.
I'm telling you, because the woman, if you find God
I've heard the saying that women are like gods.
No, if they say look for God and you don't find God, find a woman. You understand?
Yes.
Because nobody has ever produced anything in this world apart from a woman. They produce. Have you produced something?
No.
Whatever you produce, it's a woman who gave it to you and it went into your system and you are giving it back to her and she'll bring it out in the form of your offspring. Can you do it?
No.
So you are looking for God who is a God. Stupid woman, foolish woman, God will punish you. You can curse a woman, let a woman curse you. A woman has so many parts she can use to curse you. She has a part on her body that takes 3 days, it has to happen. She has where it takes 21 days. She has where of her body it will take long, but it will happen. That's why they have the patient heart. Their heart is like water. But when they say I'm being wicked, when the woman say I'm wicked, you see how the men when you I'm wicked or you are lying. Forget yourself. Forget yourself. The person who brought you here is wicked than you. And that is a woman. Remember they cook for you, they sell on the street, you eat. If all the women say they are ganging against you, would you leave?
That is true.
So they are powerful. So my advice to our fellow men, cherish them.
Okay, so prophets, people who have already done that with a woman who is in her period and they have already had sex with that woman, what are some spiritual herbs?
You look for lime. You look for 21 pieces of lime.
Okay.
Share it into to squeeze all into the water. You understand? Put the buckets behind you and face this way, the east. Whilst the bucket is behind you, then you pray. Whilst you are praying, you are rubbing your hands on your body from your head.
With no line, just your hands.
Nothing. You understand? No matter what, you still have to eat pussy. So you are not washing yourself or you are not canceling yourself from eating pussy. But any energy behind pussy that wouldn't be a benefit to you, should be cancelled. Your energy should go higher than that energy.
Okay.
You understand?
Yeah.
You are not doing it because we say cleanse and there is nobody anihunti.
No clean soul.
And we don't have one. Who is clean? Do you know the things you do in the secret? If you can only respect yourself in your secret, then you'll be respected.
Okay.
If there is nobody here, and you can be truthful to yourself, because when there is nobody, that is where you know yourself. You understand?
Yeah.
So when there is nobody, that's where you know you are truthful to yourself. If you can't be truthful to yourself, you can be truthful to others. You understand? So in this life, sex is good. Have sex, because even when you have sex, you live long.
Okay.
You understand? It's a therapy. It's a form of exercise.
Now they call it sex exercise.
Yes, exercise. Yes. Have sex a lot. You understand? And you women have sex a lot. That will make you look very young. Because when the water comes out a lot, you understand, you look very young and very beautiful every time. Yes. Thank you very much. Prophetic Libre School. We'll meet you once again on 0598 14 98 18.
Okay guys, thank you for watching and listening to this episode. I really appreciate the fact that you had time to listen to this conversation. And before I end this episode, I'm still going to talk about the daily spiritual movement. Okay, so thank you so much for watching my episode. I really appreciate the fact of you joining, and make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much. God bless you.